Good morning, good morning. It is Sunday. It is a beautiful sunny day and welcome back to Em's Adventures. I wasn't sure where I was going to go hiking today, so I packed my bag, threw it in the car and I have ended up here. My walk today, normally when I go up onto the Border Reiver in Windy Gyle from Cocklawfoot Farm, I go from the car park along this track and then you turn off to the right and go through that gap in the forest and get up onto the Border Reiver. It's an absolutely stunning view. In fact, in my opinion, it's the best views down the valley in Northumberland, I think. So I'm heading up onto the Pennine Way in Windy Gyle, but I'm going up via Clennel Street. So this is where Clennel Street goes over the hills and down into the valley. So the show's over there. There's the show there. Just zoom it in. There's the show there. So behind those hills is Cheviot and Morpeth. But today I am doing a little lung buster up this track. And my goodness, it is a glorious, glorious day. And I hope you're all well. Coming up the steep bit, but I just thought I'd show you there is a route I did a while ago from Cocklawfoot Farm behind me, and you go all the way up that side of the valley onto Windy Gyle, and you come around and you go past King's Seat and onto Cairn and Cheviot, and then you come down along Border Reiver it's called, which is, I'll just turn you around. So that's it there. So this is where you would come back down, and I think that's about 13 miles I did it. That is a beautiful walk. You can extend it by taking in the shale and then coming back around, but yeah, I just thought I'd pop over the border today and do this walk a different way. So let's see how we get on. is what they used to use for taking goods back and forward from England to Scotland. Kelso to Morpeth, I believe. And also the Border Reivers would come up this way and raid and pillage the countryside. But I tell you what, back in them days, it must have been tough on these hills all the time, living out in the hills for them. There's no tents, there's no waterproof pants. They all had to use natural stuff, natural fabrics. Yeah, so I'm not very good at history, so I'm doing the best I can. But it's just, I'm just thinking, it's just fascinating, the history in the hills around England, Scotland, Wales. Just so much, isn't there? Just beautiful. And as I always say, if in doubt, just get out. I just feel like I need to show you this. I can't keep this to myself. This absolutely incredible view of the beautiful, stunning Northumberland Hills and the Scottish borders. And this is why I do what I do every week. Getting out, enjoying the peace and quiet, enjoying the weather and nature. It's just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I know I keep saying it, but I can't help it. I just love it. I love it. This might be the last video I do for the next. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's just because I'm going on holiday. Yeah, it might be the last video I do for a couple of weeks. Just because I have to knuckle down and get some work finished off before I take my son on holiday. So Riley and I are going on our own little adventure together, and we're really looking forward to it. So we are heading up to Scotland, to Loch Lomond for a few days. So the first night we get there, we're going to do a wild camp, and then for the next 3 days after that we are staying in safari tents, which is really exciting. We're going to take the bikes up, well, if I get Riley's fixed because his broke yesterday, and we're going to do some cycling, but we're also going to do some kayaking and some paddleboarding. And then he wants to go and see the Buccleuch of Moher. So we're going to go up to Glencoe and do probably 1 or 2 nights wild camping up there. So yeah, we're really excited. He's excited. He's only ever been wild camping once or twice with me. The last year we went to a beach up past North Berwick and camped, but I wouldn't class that as wild camping because there was toilet facilities and stuff. So he's going to really be in the wilds. Not sure how he's going to cope with no internet, but do you know what? It does them good, doesn't it? Being without any internet. Who else says that? Simon, Yonder Mountain Adventures, fantastic video maker. He says forget about social media, and I totally agree with him. Just get out and enjoy it. So yeah, so Riley and I are looking forward to a little holiday together. It's going to be so much fun. Don't know how he's going to feel about Mother on a paddleboard like. We'll see. We've both got our wetsuits, because although I've been cold water dipping up here in Northumberland, it's a bit different in Loch Lomond, I would say. So yeah, excited for that. So if I don't do any videos for the next couple of weeks, that's the reason why, because we are getting ready for our holidays. camera away until I get to the top onto the Pennine Way, which is up there. So I'll see you back in a minute. Top of the Pennine Way, coming onto the Pennine Way from Clennel Street, and I just thought I'd sit a moment and just show you the beautiful heather, the grasses, the hills, the tracks, the farms down in the valley, and everything behind me. And it just made me think, a friend of mine posted on social media yesterday that they'd come down Carey Burn and unfortunately had come across a fire pit which still had glowing embers, and it was left unattended. The people who had obviously started the fire had disappeared off home, wherever they were going, and fortunately he came across it and was able to put it out before it started a wildfire. Now, I don't know if you know, but there's been a lot of wildfires in Scotland. I think there was one in the Lakes. We've had a couple here in Northumberland as well. Not major ones, but not like the one in Loch Lomond. But just bear in mind when you're doing open fires, wildfires, in the countryside, be responsible, put stones around them. Everything is just super dry at the moment. We have not had a lot of rain, and the rain we have had isn't enough to soak the ground, and this heather is just ripe for catching fire. So be responsible. When I go up the valley and have tea with my son with my firebox, I always put stones around it, and make sure I have water there, make sure it's completely out. Just be responsible, and if you're not sure, don't do it, because we all want to enjoy this beautiful countryside and be able to get out and enjoy it. And if there's fires, we can't do that, and the people that have to put them out are putting their lives at risk. So I know it's a bit of not a very nice subject to talk about, but I just wanted to put it out there. Be responsible. Okay, thank you very much.
My love, my love, will I taste your kiss again? Tell me this is not the end for us, for us. Hey, can you hear me wherever you are? I'm praying to angels and wishes I'm praying to angels and wishing on stars. We'll find each other no matter how far, 'cause 5,000 miles is breaking my heart. No, that we'll find each other no matter how far, 'cause 5,000 miles is breaking my heart, breaking my heart.
Let loose with me. Let loose with me. Alright. You will see. Oh, you will see.
Hello, hello. Well, I have just been on the top of Windy Gyle. Sunday tends to bring out the off-road bikes, so I've met a few of them. Some of them were next to Russell's cairn and they've just raked around up on the hill. I don't know how I feel about it, as long as they're not doing any damage, but they were raking up and down the peat bogs and stuff, so well, fair play to them, I suppose. Anyway, so I'm heading down now onto Windy Rig, and then I'm going to go back around, back down to the valley floor via Cocklawfoot Farm and Cocklawfoot Rig, which I will show you when I get down there, because it has just some cracking views down the valley. I'll just spin you around and you can see what I'm looking at the minute. So there is the shale in the distance, and I've come from down the bottom there, down there, and I'm going back this way along this ridge here. One of my favourite paths up to Windy Gyle. So beautiful, and you can see the Eildon Hills in the distance. Where have they gone? I've lost them, they've moved. I think they might be behind that hill there, so you can't see them at the minute, but I have got photographs of them. And look at the cloud casting shadows on the hills. It's really quiet actually. I haven't seen many people, maybe five or six people. If you go down that way, if you follow that path all the way across Windy Rig, it'll take you to Muzzy Law and Lamb Hill over there, and then you can go back down to Bookham's Bridge and back down to Alwitton that way, which is a lovely, lovely walk. Beautiful. So, oh, there's some people there. So I am going to head down this way and I'll bring you back.
Be tough, swallow the heat, sit tight, hold the seat, rise up and believe. No luck matter to me, high up, praise the beast, rise up. Let loose with me. Let loose with me, alright.
They're going to come flying over this ridge, aren't they? I mean, fair play to them. It looks right good fun. I mean, are they on a track? And I'm sat just over the Border Ridge, and they haven't shut the gate, but they're over on the other side of the fence. So if they don't shut the gate, I'm going to go over and tell them off. We'll see. I'll give them 5 minutes. So they've gone, and they didn't shut the gate. Sheep down this side of the valley with lambs. Shut the gates, man. Shut the gates. It's not hard, look. There's a chain. There's a little hook. Shut the gate. Shut the gate, simple. You're riding bikes in the countryside. Shut the chuffing gates. Thank you. That's me heading back down to the car from Windy Gyle. It's a lovely little circular, this walk. It's not too difficult. There is a steep click up Clennel Street from Cocklawfoot Farm, but honestly it's totally worth it, and it's not that long a click up. And once you're on the top, that's it, you're on the top, and it's down from there. So yeah, I highly recommend this walk. You can add bits onto it. You could go along to Orcup Cairn and Cheviot, or you could go the other way and go to Mossylaw and Lamb Hill, like I said earlier. But it is definitely...
looking so good. Playing my song, feeling so good. Only good vibes in my book. Yeah. All we wanna do is have a good time. I'm really loving the vibes.
I'm nearly back to the car. I've come down the track. We used to cut across the field, but obviously the farmer's got lambs and sheep in, so he's got signs up there on red plastic feed lids that tell you which way to go from Cocklawfoot Farm, which is really handy. So it's got Windy Gyle on little red box things, and you turn left up here, follow the track and along the wood line till you get to the gap, and then it's straight up and onto the ridge. That's if you do it from the opposite way that I did it today. So I did it from behind there and all the way up there, up the ridge along up Clennel Street, and then onto onto Pennine Way, up onto Windy Gyle, and then back round this way and down here. Super duper. That's it, that's the walk done. I am back in the car and I've had a lovely afternoon. So I shall be out and about again very soon. Ta-ta for now.